Alrighty, this is my attempt at live broadcasting the fireworks from the Starbusrt display down there at Doyle Field, Leominster, Mass. You can't see it, but there's a condo building there, and literally right behind it is Doyle Field where all this is going to happen. And it's going to look like that this camera is going to blur out. Hello, not caring about me. So, yeah, we'll just go with blurry for the moment. So here at, just in front of Monroe Tires, North Main. If we get the name of that place, it's not going to show up. And we can shrink, and we can shrink, and we can shrink. Hello, and we can shrink, and we can shrink. I love how I'm commanding this and it's doing absolutely nothing. And we can shrink, there we go. How long will this go before this screws up? For those of you who've seen my live streams, a new phone is coming. So we're starting now because the last time they did this, the fireworks actually started about 10 minutes early, and it's 5 minutes till they're supposed to start, but it depends on how it goes. And we're gonna have to wait and see if this stupid thing will work. Hello again. So we're gonna have to use crappy cam anyway because one, the good camera would blur out anyway, and two, since crappy cam is less light sensitive, it's also a pinhole cam. That's the second thing. Third thing is that the colors should show up a little better. You see this parking lot's filling up. Plus with this whole COVID crap going on, probably don't want to be in a giant sea of like 10,000 plus people. And somebody said something. Oh, butter and okay, now how about, let me scroll the thing here. And Evola, trains, planes, and more. So, if it were exact pinpoint time, in 4 minutes the fireworks display should start. They usually clock in at about 15 minutes. You know, they'll shoot a few up. They'll have a few epic displays in between, and then they just shoot one or two up at a time, which of course helps to keep it visible, because I've seen displays where, like in Boston, they just shoot and shoot and shoot. Ultimately, you won't see anything under the smoke. And I'm shooting, and I'm pointing way the hell up. There is a slight breeze. Maybe that's going to help. Once it starts, I'll care more about the aim.
Yeah, Daddy.
Used to be that people would just come in and sit and watch the fireworks. Which you can kind of see them right there. That's kind of how it was. Except we would just sit on our cars. Now that people are pretty much tailgating, kind of taking it a little far, but If they're not impeding anyone, who cares? It'll be a little quieter from here as well, which is good for the microphone. And yeah, I can, usually I would say 4th of July, really? But, you know, with COVID, no, this is every summer, usually in June. But things were still a little iffy with the COVID at the time. But usually in June, they hold a music festival with big bands, maybe a magician or a couple other guest performances, comedians or what have not. And then at 9 o'clock, the 15 minutes of fireworks, for which there's a minute and a half before its supposed start. And like I say, I'll care more about the aim and not having my fingers cover the lens when we get a little closer to when it's supposed to happen. And we're using a crappy cam because good cam will, of course, freeze and will blur out. Plus, the pinhole nature of crappy cam allows the picture to not blur out. People are going as far as parking in the street, which is not right. Nah, you can't see it. Yeah, maybe you might. You see those small lights right there? That's Doyle Field where the actual concert is. I will get to what someone said as soon as we get to our home position. Oh, Devag and Twisted Whiskers. So 2 live streams today. The typical Saturday Candlepin Bowling and this. That whistle means it's 9 o'clock. So if more than anything, it usually runs late. 2019, they were 10 minutes early, which meant we would have missed about a third of the show when I started this. Okay, there's the laundromat and a very popular milkshake stand, which tends to also be a running joke just because of how oversaturated it is. Dan Frappe. Then there's an optometrist right there. Okay, there's the done. Can't do anything about the blurring and the streaking. That's the occasion for the fireworks. It's just a summer big band concert that happens in Doyle Field, which is about a couple hundred feet that way. They have big bands playing, magicians and comedians from 4 to 9, and then 9 o'clock is supposed to be the fireworks. They're running a little slow. Unfortunately, people are blocking the sidewalk. I can't imagine anyone doing that. No, I did not ask for that. Dave. Hello, Dave. Oh, the whistle? There's actually some history behind that, and I'm not 100% on it. It used to be way back in the industrial days. Yeah, we're talking like late 1800s, early 1900s. There would be 8 a.m. whistle, which designated the start of work. And then at noon, they would blow one for lunch. Then around 6 p.m., they blow it again for for work to end. And then at 9 o'clock, it's kind of a good night whistle. And they still do it to this very day. It's just a tradition. However, if you hear whistles in succession, then it's usually not a good thing. That would be a fire. People in the sidewalk. I just can't imagine why people would block the sidewalk like this at all. Although, in my defense, I'm behind a pole. There is no curfew. Just a 100+ year tradition, they just keep running. In fact, when there used to be a junior high downtown, which I went to, the 8 o'clock whistle was used to designate the start of school. And this is actually a prime spot to watch them. It's really hard to tell where they are. They spent the money to repair the whistle sound. I'm sure it has been repaired several times. There was one time it actually got stuck on and then it just petered out. And it said because of the nature of the camera, the protective layer has been completely scratched off. The streaks we cannot do anything about. In fact, I cleaned it off, it's still going to do it. Well, the panel is air powered. So if it's stuck on, it eventually runs out and it peters out to very quiet. Then it just stops working. I'm not sure what song they're playing right now.
I have my bike back.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're playing the 1812 Overture. In fact, moving out to where we are now is a little bit better. Plus, being this much further back. It fits on the screen. I'll admit, when I was a little kid, the loud noise freaked me out a bit too.
Pensaba que tenía señal y la gente
And I don't know if you can see where I'm pointing. Yeah, the lights there, that's the lights to the field turning back on. So that might be the end. Every once in a while they surprise us with a surprise like 10-second burst. Anyway, I wanted us to enjoy the fireworks, so I let the comments fly by. So let's go back and look at stuff here. Have you been vaccinated? Yes, fully. A boom here and a boom there. Can you do more of the elevators? Yeah, I got some in the can, and I'd like to go back and revisit Major Taylor. Look at this. Yes, this was the Starbusrt thing that happened. Jacob Hood, the bigger air, the louder they boom. Actually, like I said, we're actually far away from it. Any stronger, they might as well rip open a black hole. That's pretty clever. Like I said, if the good camera wants to cooperate for a second, there's the good camera. And of course, somebody has to blare their annoying music. Hi, Tom. Well, you know, you could always go back and rewind it. That's the good thing about these live streams. Anyway, like I said, this is in a parking lot of a little strip mall and a doctor's office. You see those lights there? That's the field where it happened. So we're good, like 500 feet away from where they were setting them off. So we were quite a distance away, but compared to when I tried to do this live before on Facebook, like a couple hundred feet further back. And yeah, we knew that this camera would last. Hello. Hey. So, like I said, every once in a great while we could see one, they sometimes have some shoot off, but they're not. If the good camera wanted to cooperate, we could see people leaving. I put on the light, but then that would be obvious what we're doing. Besides the real obvious elephant in the room, the Starbusrt thing, yeah, now all the stadium lights are on. Well, I shouldn't say stadium, the baseball field lights are on. Funny thing is, they put in a artificial turf football field over a decade ago so they could hold events like this and not worry about trashing the field, only to lock it up and never let anyone on it unless it's a sporting event. The irony. There's a condo building right there. You can barely see my finger. It's literally right across from that. I forget what your job is. It is... Hello, Evan. Sam Sitar, you're a little too far away from downtown. I would say I'm another half mile towards downtown Leominster. If you drew a line directly from downtown Leominster to Water Tower, this is probably about not even halfway there. Yeah, it looks like they're not hiding any surprises. Because, like I said, every once in a while, they have a few they hold back on, and then they shoot them off. So again, I'm just going to go look through the comments, see if... Oh, I've missed a few. Twisted Q&A stream. I've contemplated that. Pretty good fight, which display 4th and Delaware, Ohio on it. Video left, and no, I did not ask to report somebody. Very good view. That's why I chose it. And another good reason why I chose this spot is because the smoke didn't interfere with the signal. Because that happened when I first tried to do it. Once the fireworks started, the signal went to crap, and once the fireworks stopped, the signal came back. I guess the metallic residue of kind of bounced the signals around. So we were further away, so it... And hello, Jacob from New York City. As I say, because Tom said he was upset that he missed it, the beauty of these live streams, even when they're done, you can always rewind to the beginning. There was a little bit of a time kill there, and I don't think we're going to see much more of anything else. So I'll just keep it running a little bit longer as I'm heading back home. Oh, that's weird. There's a guy actually in there. Or is he? Yeah, that's a real guy. I was going to show you the restaurant front, but I might find it a little odd and don't need issues. Alright, so downtown is the way we're going. And like I said, I'm just keeping it going a little bit longer. I believe the super rare extra fireworks is not going to happen. I would have thought being out for a year that they might have actually ran the event, made a bigger fireworks display, but they didn't. It's still a good display, especially for a small city. We're not talking like Boston money here. We're talking maybe a budget of about 30 grand to do the entire thing. And that's the whole thing, including fireworks. And of course, we got to have somebody blaring their music. Oh, and the lights are turned off because of the Starbusrt display, so they're directing traffic. Fingers. Even I used to live in Central Florida. Alrighty. I'm just going to stay here a little bit so that the music stays a little hear it. I always wonder if this place is still in business. And apparently it still is. And during the day, this place looks abandoned. Not that this boarded up window helps, or that partially boarded up one and the tarp over this section, plus this building having several windows boarded up and looking all abandoned. Yeah, I guess what we can do is, we're gonna have to mute the mic. Mute the mic. Mute the mic. Alrighty, we're far enough away. They'll probably, as you can see, traffic is being directed because there's no chance in any way, shape, or form the regular pattern's gonna work. Suki's Fried Chicken. Tom, you might remember this as KFC. Stop calling. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch the video. anyone who understands what they are named after, not who, gets it. What I didn't like is when people were naming the elevators after James Felicia. Alrighty. There we go. I was going to do like another guy and walk through the park, but yeah, this has more of a view. Someone was stupid. They didn't realize the cars in front of them were getting bigger, so they slammed on the brakes. Alright, we're going to end it pretty soon. Going to move a little faster to get out of this guy's way. This truck is blocking the sidewalk. Not that it's his fault. Those spaces here are very grossly undersized. And why is the light on? There. Must have hit that when I was disabling the microphone because of people blaring their loud music. Because like I said, we're using the crap cam, which allows you to see the colors of the fireworks, but doesn't allow you to see much else because it's a dim, low, not exactly a low light camera.
Yeah, but that was the part where we popped the night.
There we go. I think I'll end it here right in front of St. Leo's Church and School. In front of the church that you can't see because it's the crap camera. You can see the light on the door. You can see the doorway lit up. You can see some of the school lit up. Oh yeah, there's the church you can't really see. Alright, like I said, we'll end it here. Hope you enjoyed the show. George F551 saying hope you enjoyed and have a good one.